Hello, hello. Oh, my mic. I need to bring it closer. Hello, I am Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. Welcome, my astrology lovers. Today, we are diving deep into the transformative waters of the Scorpio full moon. Okay, get ready to uncover hidden truths. We are going to discuss embracing some change, harnessing the intense energy of this lunar event. We also have weekly transits. We have personalized, as personal as it could be for the collective, but we have horoscopes and we have full moon rituals. And yes, we have what is the vibe in the sky. If you are here for it, that is what we're discussing for this week. And yeah, so let's get ready to do all of this together. Now, before I get into the nuts and crannies of everything, of course, I want you guys to subscribe, like, and comment. I know if you are new here, you're probably like, but I haven't even got the information yet, sis. But you know what? I'm good at what I do. And if you just love astrology, go ahead and thumbs up because, there is that. Okay. But yeah, subscribe. And yeah, also, I am on a podcast. This is on a podcast. So if you don't have time to watch me or however you are viewing this or listening to this, I am on a podcast, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever you listen to your podcast. I should be there. If I'm not, hit me up. I will make sure I am there. And then also, I'm on X. This is live streaming on X as well. Okay. So yes, currently, let's talk about some current events. Welcome to anyone who is live. This is live. This is unedited. If you are watching this or listening to this episode, and it's very unedited, just so you know that this is live. There's no editing, and we also might do some tarot too, just so you guys know. Okay, so currently, some current events we have here. Let's get into it. Currently, the Dubai issue. I'm not sure of the exact date. It was just a few days ago of the flood. And basically, that Neptune in Pisces, we have Pluto in Aquarius, that kind of energy. I want to explain Neptune is all about the water. Pisces is in the sign. Pisces is the ruler of Pisces, but water. I've discussed Neptune and Pisces individually. I have a video on that. So if you really want to know about the predictions and everything that you need to know about that energy, go ahead and check out that video. It's a episode on the podcast, but it's definitely there, and you can know everything that I discussed Neptune and Pisces. But Pisces is major water energy. Pisces is also a mutable sign, so we are going to get some what surprises and some not really staying on track. What are you doing changing the weather? The weather right now is very unpredictable where I am. I am on a West Coast LA, so there is that. But okay, but I want to talk about Pluto and Aquarius when it comes to Dubai. I'm not sure what date the flood was in Dubai because I kind of don't really watch the news or listening to the news. Someone has to tell me, and it might be a day or two later or whatever. And also, I'm not good with days, and I'm an astrologer, so that's funny. But okay, so Pluto and Aquarius. Let me explain how this is in connection to this Dubai flooding. If you didn't know, there was a huge flood in Dubai. It was supposed to be like 2 years worth, and within 2 hours, something crazy like that. Anyway, but I want to explain Pluto and actually, let me put up the chart for you guys who are not watching. Um, yeah, for you guys who are listening, I'm going to pull up a chart. I'm just going to pull up the current chart here and show, because I feel like this is a visual experience as well. Okay. So when is this? We'll put it now. Okay. So now here we have our chart, and I am pointing to Pluto. Pluto is in the sign Aquarius. Now, the polarizing sign right across from Aquarius is our wonderful Leo. Okay. This is right against this. Okay. It's the polarizing sign Leo. And from my learning of astrology, whatever sign Pluto is in, you got to look at that opposite sign. because Pluto's here to bring out the darkness and the nitty-gritty and transformation. Pluto's also very black and white. Pluto is polarizing itself, okay? That is Pluto, okay? So, since Pluto is polarizing itself, then we have to look at that polarizing energy, and that polarizing energy is Leo. It's almost like Pluto is in a sign Leo. Now, I've said this several times before, but if you are new here, hello, you're learning something new. If you're not, we're going to continue on to the lesson, okay? Now, why am I saying, mentioning this when we're talking about Dubai and the floods? The reason why I'm mentioning this is because of the floods, they're talking about that they were playing with the sun. They're playing God, playing with the sun. And it seems like they were doing that cloud seeding, and somehow that blocks the sun. Okay, so Leo is the ruler of Leo is the sun. That is the ruler of Leo. So you're playing with the sun, and Pluto in Aquarius is going to bring it out. It's going to say, okay, you guys, you probably been doing this for years, this cloud seeding here. You probably been messing with the sun for some time. And now I'm going to bring out the dark secrets of anything involving the sun. Okay, so yeah, that happened. I strongly believe, without even knowing astrology, that they're playing with the sun. So there is that, and things get a little dark and nasty, and things come to the light. Basically, is what that is happening when you have Pluto energy. Speaking of Pluto and Aquarius, what else could it affect if it's going to affect that polarizing sign Leo? And mind you, for example, because when you look at astrology, you look at the history of things. So we just left Pluto in Capricorn. Capricorn, the polarizing opposite of Capricorn is Cancer. What is the themes associated with Cancer? Cancer is associated with the home. So when Pluto was in the sign Capricorn, which is involving work, right? And we were told to work from home. That was during COVID, okay? And we're working from home. And some people were like, I feel claustrophobic. Why am I doing everything from home? Why am I doing school from home? I'm cooking at home. I'm eating at home. I'm socializing in a home, all that stuff. And the home was the focus there. Okay, so that's what we just left, and now we're here. Pluto and Aquarius is now focusing on Leo energy. Now, Leo also could represent people who are actually Leos. Okay, now hear me on this one, even though I discussed this, but J Lo, okay, Jennifer Lopez, Leo. I don't even know if she's a Leo. I assumed. I know she has Leo placements. Anyway, now I'm thinking that this Pluto energy is not just messing with anyone who's a Leo. No, 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 no. Just because you're a Leo doesn't mean that Pluto's messing with you. It's messing with the taboo, the people who are doing the dark side of Leo energy. Okay. So I don't know anything about J-Lo other than that she's a singer and that she dances. But is she a singer? I don't know. Pluto's going to let us know if she's a singer. You have all these people coming out saying that they actually sing her songs. Some of these interviews are actually old, but the world of TikTok, people are putting the videos and the interviews together, child. Ooh, and they letting us know that J-Lo probably is not singing. I don't even think she said the words "from the Bronx." They're saying that someone else said that. J-Lo's movie has flopped. Her documentary has flopped. People are out to really dislike J-Lo. I even saw someone do a YouTube video on Mariah Carey and how that's connected to J-Lo, and that whoever was with Mariah Carey just used J-Lo as a pawn. That's why when Mariah Carey is asked, "Oh, what do you think of J-Lo?" and she's like, "Who's J-Lo?" It's because there's some history there about that J-Lo being her replacement. Anyway, so that's Pluto and Aquarius because J-Lo could be a Leo. Should I look it up? I'm pretty sure J-Lo's a Leo. Let's look it up. Okay. J-Lo sign. Let's see. What is she? Leo. Bam. I should look up her chart. Oh, okay. Wait, let me look up her chart now. Now I wouldn't. Okay. Chart. Let's see. Is this her chart? Do we have her time, darling? Do we have her birth time? Let me see. Her birthday is. She's a Libra rising. Oh, that's why she's so pretty. Pretty moon, Scorpio moon. Okay, what's she up to with that Scorpio moon? What is she up to with that Scorpio moon? Anyway, yes, let me see. Is it here? Should I tell? Okay, no, let me stop. Focus, Danielle. Okay, because I was about to analyze her chart. We'll do that another day. Okay, that's not what we're here for. Anyway, so that's what we have for Pluto and Aquarius. Also, Pluto and Aquarius is going to talk about children and the dark side of children. So the dark side of Leos who are doing some dark, shady stuff, look out for Obama. Okay, warning, look out for Obama. People who are doing dark stuff. I think Obama's a Leo. What about Lizzo? She's a Leo. They just gonna be going through it, okay? They will be learning some lessons. Let's just say that their life is not gonna end. They're just gonna learn some lessons and maybe be really deep instead of focusing on the superficial and be honest and truthful. Is what you really get with that Pluto and Aquarius. Now, children also Leo represents children, and you see the dark side of how children are treated. Leo also represents on the stage famous people, gold, heart, and the sun, right? So, and warmth. And so, Leo, Pluto, and Aquarius is pulling all that energy out and saying, wake up to these themes here, okay? And that polarizing sign, Aquarius, is like, come on, Leo energy, wake the F up. This is what's going on, and you guys need to change and transform. There needs to be a regeneration, a rebirth of how we treat children who are on the stage. Hence that documentary, that Nickelodeon documentary. I don't know anything about it. I didn't watch. My daughter told me to watch it. I fell asleep. So there. So that's that. Anyway, but yeah, that is what we get with Pluto and Aquarius, just so you know. Now let's talk about these rap battles. We have Mercury retrograding in the sign Aries. Let me drink some water. Mercury retrograding in the sign Aries. And we had rap battles. Currently, they're still going on. We have J. Cole, he quit. Okay. Kendrick Lamar, Drake is going, I guess, harder than ever. He seems bored. It's his job. So I guess he's not bored. Now, Kanye has entered the chat. Who else was involved? I think Future and some producer. I sound like I'm aware of what's going. I'm not. My husband is actually more into it and is putting the group chat, family chat, and putting the updates on there. And I kind of glance. I kind of don't know what's going on. However, what I do know what's going on is these Mercury retrograde Aries energy is causing fights and battles with these rappers. Why rappers? Because Mars is in a sign Pisces. Pisces represents music and creativity. So anyone who is creative and into the arts, and maybe they're in a group or maybe they're about their self. That's what Aries represents. Aries is the self, one, solo. Who is number one is also Mercury in retrograde in the sign Aries. That's also, and so you have these battles because Mercury represents communication. And what is music and communication? Mars represents fighting. Mars is the ruler of Aries, so it's all connected. But what is Mars in Pisces? That is like fighting through music, because Pisces represents music and creativity and art, and Mars represents the war and the fighting, right? And conflict. So Mars in Aries, Mars in Pisces is going to fight through music. Meanwhile, Mercury retrograding in the sign Aries is going to communicate about myself, me, number one. I'm the first. I'm the realest. I'm the okay. And everyone's feeling brave with words and feeling very courageous. So yeah, that's what we have. What else do we have for as hello queen? Hello queen. What else do we have for as any other news? I don't know. Do you guys know any other news? I can't think of anything. I know the boat was that made me think of a little bit of the energy with this Dubai, which is also Pisces energy, even though that Dubai is Pluto and Aquarius, but also Pisces. We had major aspects happening. Actually, let me pull up the chart back up, and because then we can get into this Scorpio moon. We had some major things happening, right? We have this was it Mars going over there to Saturn, Okay, that was a big woozy, and we're still feeling it a little bit. Let Mars leave Pisces, and that should kind of end. And then we have the Uranus and Jupiter, which we're going to be feeling for a good minute. Okay, so yeah, so that's what we have, and I discussed all those last week and a week before, I think. So check out those videos. I don't want to repeat myself. I don't mind if you want me to, but I want to move on to what we have. So we have this week. We have the full moon tomorrow. I'm going to discuss rituals and things you need to do. If you want a detailed ritual video, that's going to be on my Patreon, which I'm going to film immediately after this. So after I film this, immediately I'm going to film the detailed, very detailed video on Scorpio full moon ritual guide. Okay, I'll give you some suggestions here, but I'm going to go step by step on a ritual that we can do with the Scorpio full moon. Now, on the 25th, that's tomorrow. So you're going to do any full moon, new moon rituals, you do it the day before. Okay. And the full moon is going to happen at 4:48 p.m. LA time. 4:25, the date, April 25th. Mercury is going to go direct. So if you got to sign any documents, contracts, money, trade, or anything like that, go ahead and do it. Now, there is a post shadow energy that lasts about 2 weeks. I discuss today as we get into it going on. And then we have the moon is going to enter Sagittarius on the 28th. Moon is going to enter Capricorn. Mars on the 28th is going to conjunct Neptune. We're going to discuss that. Venus enters Taurus on the 29th. And yeah, I find that to be a lot of money spent. Okay, we'll discuss that too. 4:30, April 30th, the moon is going to enter Aquarius, and then Mars is also going to enter Aries. I find a lot of fighting. Mars is, the ruler of Aries, so it's at home there. At the same time, yeah, get ready for some wars. Not saying that we're not, I'm not trying to mongo. Is that the word? Not try to add any fear to anyone. I just want some understanding of what Mars and Aries means. Maybe there won't be no war. I don't want to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat. It means war, okay? And it could be a big war. It could be a small war. It could be a war within your home. It could be a war on the streets. It could be a war that you're witnessing. You could be seeing people fight. Okay, I'm just telling you what it means. Okay, Venus is going to square Pluto. We will get into Venus as the planet of love. Pluto transformation. Remember, Pluto is in Aquarius. We discussed that. So yeah, let's see how that affects those celebrities. Okay, so yeah, let's get into it of this full moon in Scorpio, and that is going to be tomorrow. Okay, and it's going to actually be in 4 degrees. So let me actually show you this exactly. And right now I am doing the chart of it. Here we go. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when it's in the sky. It's going to be 4 degrees. See, and it's opposing. So the moon's in the sign Scorpio. The sun is in the sign Taurus. Anytime the sun is in the sign Taurus and there's a full moon, the full moon will be in the sign Scorpio. Okay. 4 degrees. 4 degrees is a Cancer degree, so that has some energy of your home, traditions, being loyal, faith, watery energy, right? Intuition, mother, or like the physical water. Oh, speaking of, I did a video on water, the water element, and even if you're not have any water sign or water energy, you want to watch that video because you do have to talk to other people, communicate with other people. But Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. I forgot my own sun sign. Yeah, all that is discussed in there, but it really talks about the element and not just the person, but why we need the element within our lives. Okay, so it's for everyone, and it's a really good video. Okay, I pat myself on the back here. I'm good at what I do. That's crazy. That's Mercury retrograding in the sign Aries right there. What I just did. Okay. Now full moons are about results, forgiveness, and gratitude. It is the high point or climax of the lunar cycle where things come to a head. Right now, it's also about maybe a wish can come true, things that you have manifested. Maybe this is the time where it starts to manifest and is part of the cycle. Sometimes you may not want it to. Like, well, you want it to, but sometimes God puts it in a way. Like, let's say you say, I really want to love myself. Like, I want to have more confidence in it. And this full moon can get rid of some friends who are ruining your self esteem. So you think that that is like negative. At the same time, no, this is what you ask for. This is what you want to manifest. Okay. Drinking water. Okay. So I have a question. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what Miss Queen is asking. I have a question. How does the water read mean if I have Pisces in the North Node? Okay, Pisces in the North Node is the North Node is your future, what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime, some karmic energy. And what are we supposed to be doing in this lifetime? North Node is here to tell you. You're supposed to be dealing with some Pisces element. So you should definitely watch the video if you haven't already, Queen. Pisces North Node is all about using your intuition, looking at things in a perspective of inwardly and how do you feel and what is your third eye saying? What are your dreams saying? Okay. Maybe helping a collective in this lifetime. Maybe also, I don't want to say maybe because I'm going to say yes, do things that take some sacrificing. In your past life, you were probably a little selfish, okay? And you need to, Virgo energy is not that selfish, but just like more tangible and not really thinking about the spiritual element. And you need to go through the spiritual element, okay? Yes, I will. I have a Venus in Cancer. Oh, Venus in Cancer. You like me. We get along. I'm a Cancer. So, oh, Venus in Cancer, I'm like, oh, you love me. You want to be my friend. That's Venus in Cancer. Okay, anyway. But yes, check out the video. Let me know what you think too, Queen. If you have any questions, I can add some stuff. Now, back to what I was talking about, this full moon, also water element. You may, during a full moon, any full moon, you may be feeling a little anxious because your body might start to know like, oh, wait, something's coming up. Especially all our women energy or our water signs. You feel like something is coming up. There's a climax coming. There could be negative energies. You're welcome, Queen. You could be feeling some fear, some upset, some arguments can happen during the full moon, disappointments, drama, wrongdoings. The full moon is especially, this full moon is good for all my feminine signs, which are earth and water. So Taurus, Cancers, Virgos, Scorpios, Capricorns, and Pisces. It may be challenging for everyone else. Now, this doesn't mean if you are a Sagittarius sun, you may have some bad things happening to Scorpio moon. No, it could be Sagittarius risings. Okay. It doesn't have to be the actual sun. Also, it depends on your personal chart. But yes, but just want to throw that out there since I can't read everyone's chart exactly. Now, this moon also is going, is dealing with, what's this? Opposition aspect. Okay. So because we're dealing with this tug of war, which is an opposition, there is an energy of, any opposition is usually like an energy of insecurity, and you're looking for the outside, the sun. The moon is looking for the outside part of yourself to be fulfilled, and there's inner conflict. And instead of working on the inner, you're trying to focus on the outside. So be aware of that. The sun and the moon are opposing, and it creates tension and maybe a closure of some sort. Powerful movements for releasing and illuminating some issues. There's some issues highlighted when you have the full moon. It can shine a light on areas of our lives that need attention and brings things to a head. I said that earlier, I think. Full moons are a time for completion. They can mark the end of a cycle or fulfillment of a goal, a time for reflection on your intentions, what we need to do for the future new moon coming up. Full moons are a time for heightened emotions and awareness. Occurs, the zodiac sign that it occurs in is the associated quality and themes that are very highlighted, and it is Scorpio energy. I'm going to talk about that. But the Scorpio full moon is also known as the flower moon. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, I love that, right? Scorpio is the sign that is associated with rebirth. It is associated with generation. Full moons are intense and transformative. Every time there's a Scorpio full moon, I'm like, oh, I'm a water sign, and I'm like, oh crap, get ready, y'all, because Scorpio energy is so intense. I am a Scorpio moon, and I think Scorpio energy is intense. Okay. I mean, I love it. I'm here for it. But I'm just like, okay, chill. A Scorpio energy just is like overly healing. Like, let's heal, let's heal, let's heal, let's heal, let's heal. Well, did you heal? Did you do any healing? Well, I don't know. Did you heal yet? Like, that is Scorpio energy. Okay, it's associated with deep emotions. Also, with this Scorpio energy, not are we just dealing with rebirth and transformation, right? And you could be dealing with fertility, the birth of something, because that is what rebirth is, and also death. Death is really a rebirth and bringing something to new. So something, not physically, not you dying, but something can be dying and being reborn into something new, okay? Which is also a transformation, which is also regeneration, okay? And Scorpio is also about power. Power, power, power. I'm talking about, like, I want to control you, power, okay? So be aware of that coming up with this emotional full moon, a strong urge to dive deep into our emotions and uncover some hidden truths, because Scorpio energy is like the detective, right? And what are the secrets? We're going into the deep dark closet of those skeletons, and we're going to dig them out, and we're going to cleanse it, right? Delve into the shadows of our psyche. Psychology is also dealing with Scorpio energy. We may find ourselves completely deep seated in our emotions and our desires. We're going to be examining, what are we attached to? What are our motivations? We have to let go what no longer serves us, the Eight of Cups, if you're familiar with the tarot, and embrace change and transformation. A powerful time for healing. Didn't I say Scorpio says healing, healing, healing? Releasing old wounds, whether that's behavior is a wound, or is it a relationship wound, or is it an old belief that is a wound? It's about confronting it. Time to confront our fears and shadows. Scorpio is also the deep, dark, taboo things that are no, that's kind of like, I don't want to discuss that. That's like, it's dark, it's dirty. Scorpios, I know we're going to discuss the dirty, dirty, right? Scorpio is also going to talk about the black magic. Scorpio is also going to be addressing anything sexually, and anything dealing with money. Okay, do you owe any money, or how are you with money? Maybe I'm trying to control you with money. All that's coming, right? So that's what you have with this full moon. Get ready for it. It's tomorrow. Okay. Anytime a moon energy also too could be dealing with your mom, it could be dealing with your father, it could be dealing with your home, especially with this 4-degree element. It's going to be really dealing with that. Feminine energy as well. And the full moon is also going to be squaring Pluto. See, it's in 4 degrees. You hop over a few houses, 1, 2, 3 houses down, and that is called a square. Okay. And a square usually happens within 0 to 6 degrees. And here we are, right? It's happening 2 degrees apart. So it's squaring. We discussed this last week, the sun squaring Pluto. And now we have the full moon basically squaring Pluto as well. And square aspects could be the same as the opposition. Remember when I said that opposition is like an insecurity, right? And you have to address it. And as squares are kind of like the same, but they're a little more restless. Okay. There is a need for change. Square aspects indicate tensions and challenges, extreme emotional reactions, dark feelings. There's some brooding happening. I was brooding the other day. Scorpio moon. Okay. That's just how I am. Challenges, outbursts in one's home or family. It could be intensified. There's already some powerful energies of transformation. Could be some power struggles because you're squaring this Pluto. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. So it's really, really, really some power issues here, okay? And emotional insights and emotional feelings and confronting it. And we're not going to walk away. We're going to get deep, okay? We're going to deal with the subconscious. We're going to be dealing with some regeneration energy. And now Pluto's in the sign of Aquarius. So that's associated with innovation, rebellion, and individuality. Pluto and Aquarius may push us or make a push and pull between the need for transformation and desire for freedom and independence, And I'm thinking this is where this power issue is going to come from. Brooding, yes, it's crazy emotional time. Yes, brooding. I don't do it often, but I did do it the other day. I was just like, I'm a Sagittarius rising, so I always address the day in a very positive, very optimistic manner. I wake up like, I feel like I'm in like a Disney cartoon. It's like, wake up in the morning, the sun is new. Like I feel that way in the morning, unless I'm like sick. So I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, this is amazing. And I have my day. And if I get one strike, I'm out. Who cares? That's just one strike. Two strikes, I'm like, three strikes. I was like, I don't know. I'm not feeling this today. I'm going home. The cancer in me is like, I'm going to sit at home and just be me. Okay. So anyway, back to Pluto in the sign Aquarius, squaring the sun and the moon. It could be highlighting some power struggles, particularly in the areas where there are entrenched beliefs or structures that could be about resisting change. Because Aquarius is a fixed energy, but it wants the rebellion, wants the freedom. Scorpio is a fixed energy, fixed meaning it doesn't want to change. So there could be some issues around control and change, maybe some manipulation brought to the surface be happening. This could be happening around the world too, because this is not just a personal issue. This could be happening around the world. So while our feminine signs are just chilling and relaxing, like, this is great full moon, so beautiful. We could be watching some manipulation happening around the world, okay, and affecting the people with that moon energy. Let me drink some more water. Now we could have some power shifts, some power dynamics. It could be happening particularly with technology, because you are dealing with that Aquarius energy, with some friendships, some groups, organizations, a social movement, humanitarian. A lot of rebellion, radical reform energy is and resistance is what you get, especially with people who are so conservative. You can get that. But buried feelings, transformative feelings, domestic crisis or issues, emotional blackmail, powerful mother could be a theme here. Remember, it's in 4 degrees Cancer. We're dealing with the moon as well. Or being obsessed with your mother. That's Pluto and Scorpio energy and misuse of power. Okay. Squaring the sun. I did discuss that last week. And that could be major power theme as well, especially with your ego, forcing energy, issues with the father, intense men or intense leaders. Also dealing with something. Why do I feel like it's okay? I'll just leave. Yeah, yeah, the sun could be dealing with that physical body too. So yes, just be aware of that, okay, you guys. Yeah, but that is the full moon of Scorpio. Now Scorpio, and I'm going to do horoscopes too. But the Scorpio full moon rituals, you can do some shadow work. Remember, I'm going to go in detail on an exact ritual, go step by step of what you can do on my Patreon. It is $4 a month. Okay. And just $4, okay. And I don't know what costs $4 nowadays, but this is worth it because I also have a Mercury retrograde kit. I have an eclipse kit. I discussed this for you for $4. Also, if you want a personal reading, go ahead and you can ask the question on my Patreon, only for the Patreon members, and I will do a reading for you. Okay. You can't get that anywhere else. Okay. So yes. Anyway, but full moon rituals, you could do some shadow work on that. You could do that with a journal or you can meditate. Now also release and let go. You can write down things. However, you can burn it. Release and let go some issues or some emotions or themes. Embrace your sensuality. Scorpio is very sensual sign, so indulge in activities that awaken your senses. Okay, like have a delicious meal. Yeah, create a vision board, because you can use the image and words to create a vision of what you desire, what your goals are. Divination, Scorpio is very, very spiritual energy, like all water signs. So tarot, astrology, Reiki, all of that can happen. Sound bowls, anything spiritual that you cannot touch. But it's very, the feeling, the soul, the energy, it can happen. Moon bathing, spend time under the light of the full moon. Charge your crystals for the full moon too. Releasing ceremony, a sacred space to perform a release ceremony. You can use sage, Palo Santo, cleanse, meditate. Also clean your home. Physically clean your home, wipe things down. You can use Florida water. That would be perfect for a full moon ritual. Okay. Wipe things down. You want to do all that today. You want to do it tonight before tomorrow. Okay. And again, I will go over a Scorpio full moon ritual on the Patreon. So now let's talk about the 25th. 25th, now we get into the next energy. And oh, you know what? Maybe before we do the 25th, let me pull tarot for everyone here for the Scorpio full moon, okay? Now, the tarot deck that I have here is actually, I don't know the name of it. Hold on. The Pause Tarot. Can you see that? Pause Tarot. I hope it wasn't, it looked like it was in reverse. I didn't mirror the screen. So, anyway. Okay, so let's see what we have. Everyone who's listening in the collective. I'm sorry if I doesn't mess it up when I do that. Is that loud, you guys? And, anyway, cute little tarot deck. It has the gilded gold sides, and I like the colors. Love bright colors. Okay, so let's see what we have for this full moon in Scorpio. There's a culmination. There's something that's going to be involving the world, literally the world, something that's going to affect us. Could be dealing with the power and the world as well. Ooh, actually, let me pull an oracle too for clarification on this world. That world is very Jupiter energy, very, very optimistic. But there is some closure happening. Now, this oracle deck is the Cosmic Oracle. I've been using this for some readings lately. And we have the Golden Crown. Oh, yeah, it makes me think of some world leaders here. Golden Crown, very Leo energy too. The crown and gold is Leo, and royalty, literally royalty. Do you think you're a king or a queen? Are you a Leo? There's some change and conflict happening, and it could be happening on the internet for you. But there's something online that's going to happen because that's what the world also represents, or it's something that is culminating, something that is closing, especially which we did discuss. There's some culmination happening with this full moon in Scorpio, but there is a culmination happening for anything dealing with golden energy, anything dealing with the heart, anything dealing with the warmth. Anything that you feel warmth to, or something that brings you warmth, that could be some closure, not in a negative way, in a positive way, right? But yes, and it's a 14, and a 14 represents 5, which is change and conflict. And I think there's going to be some change. And it makes me wonder what's going to happen with the royal family. Let's look out for that and see what's happening with them, or just anyone who's on stage, okay? Okay, so that's what we have for our full moon in Scorpio, which is very fitting to do Oracle and Tarot for a full moon in Scorpio, which is going to be tomorrow in 4 degrees, which is a Cancer degree. Okay, so now Mercury goes direct, you guys, on the 25th. All that retrograding and all that fighting, all that arguing, it's going to be ending. The rap battles, that I just discussed earlier, that would be ending. 15 is going to end it's going to go direct in 15 degrees. 15 degrees is like representing a car degree, just a car accident. Just so you're aware, for the 8th house placements. So my Virgo risings, Virgo signs, be aware that drive very safe and cautious. I'm not saying you're going to get in a car accident. Maybe you'll witness one. Maybe something involving a car accident will affect you, not in a negative way, okay? But there will be some lessons, because retrograde going direct is going to teach us now we can move forward, okay? I wonder if you had a car accident and now things are going to be clear about that car accident or what happened with that car accident. That's kind of more what I'm saying. Now, 15 degrees is not just car accidents. It also represents Gemini, which is representing communication, gadgets, televisions, phones, self-expression, books, siblings, neighborhood, early education. So if you have children who are learning, there's going to be some clarity with that, and some clarity around your community, siblings, some clarity, just communication across the board on technology and electronics. My iPad, the charger, likes to play games every time Mercury retrogrades. It is so crazy. So yes, and that should be either fixed when this ends, or maybe I'll get a new one. So Mercury started retrograding at 27 degrees, which was April 1st. And not April Fool's Day. I'm saying April 1st, but it will hit back to 27 degrees May 13th. So May 13th is when the post shadow fades is fully cleared out. Now I'm still going to be signing stuff on the 26th. Okay. So it'll be fine. Just remember to reread everything, but there will be some clarity, clear communication. Decision making will be better. New beginnings, forward movement, clearing any confusion, easing some tensions. Mercury in Aries already is about initiating some conversation, starting something that you're scared to start will be happening, and taking risk. Mercury in Aries will be happening, revisiting some plans and starting something new. You may find that you have a clearer vision and can make more informed decisions with this clarity. Asserting your ideas will be happening, and embracing change and planning for the future, because Aries energy is forward thinking and action orientated. So making it a good time to take proactive steps towards your future ambitions. Now, it's going to be conjunct the North Node when it hits 15 degrees here. Oh, I'm still on the full moon chart. So when Mercury starts to clear up, right? And that's on the 25th. You see here it's at 15 degrees. It's going to be conjunct the North Node and opposing that South Node. So conjunct the North Node, it's going to be some clarity of purpose, because the North Node, which we were just talking about with Queen, hers is in a sign Pisces, this is in a sign Aries for the collective, and that North Node for in the sign Aries is going to bring some clarity of purpose. And North Node is all about what is my purpose. And now you can think and communicate the purpose. There's communications of intentions, intellectual growth, meeting important people, because this aspect can also coincide with meeting or interacting with people who play a significant role in your life's journey. So, and it can offer you some guidance and support and opportunities. Let's see what happens when it goes direct. Let me know if you meet someone important, and taking action. Maybe you won't know that though immediately, but over time you will. Again, taking action, breaking free from that past, and that past is that South Node, and that South Node is in Libra. So I'm breaking free from that past relationship or that past partnership, or that something with the law, okay, that was unjust and unfair. And because it's opposing that, there's a balance between independence and collaboration. And there's revisiting some past relationships and clarity in relationships, and reevaluating your communication styles, and letting go of people pleasing. Great energy. I love that. Seeking a balance in decision making, because you're dealing with that Libra energy. Okay. So that's when you have Mercury going direct. And remember, we still have some energy moving forward, and it's going to last until, I said, what, May, when it hits 27 degrees. And that is going to be May. What is it? When is it, you guys? 13th, May 13th. Yes, I love that. Okay. Also remember that's dealing with flying too and traveling. So get your travel on. Leo sun. Okay, Queen. Leo sun and moon. Leo sun. Okay, Queen, everyone is a Leo sun and moon. Well, okay. What do you do for a living? I mean, I want to know your Mars, and I want to know your placements, but Leo sun and moon, that you bring warmth. You are a ball of sunshine in and out. You need attention too a lot. My cousin is a Leo sun and moon, and she came to Easter dressed as a banana. And also, my cousin, that Leo sun and moon, Libra rising, Venus is your ruling planet. But she also came, when she comes in the room, she brings to me a warmth energy. You would think that I was a Venus and Leo, because I love Leo energy. They are very warm, they're very charming, and I love them being on stage. I'm here to watch. I'm in the audience. I'm all here for it. Okay. Yes. Anyway, fire energy. Love me some fire energy. I mean, I don't want to be married to one, but I love it. I'm here for it. They're very passionate, and they bring that drive out into other people. Great motivational energy. Now, the moon is going to enter Sagittarius. Also, what day is this? It's going to enter Sagittarius more at night on the 25th at 6:37 p.m. I used to like attention, not so much no more. Okay. All right. So let's see. I wonder what your sun has evolved to. Because at a certain period of times it changes. Like my sun is a Cancer, and then it moved to Leo. So I got real brave, okay, and I'm real creative too. So yes, that maybe that's why I love the Leo energy. Now, oh, I also have a Mercury in Leo, so there is that. Now, Moon and entering in Sagittarius, right? Good things about our emotions is that we'll be very optimistic and enthusiastic. We'll be exploring and learning, and freedom and independence, open-minded, spiritual growth, and really discussing philosophical situations, or emotionally wanting to travel, or maybe decorating a home culturally with some cultural stuff. Now, some challenging things is that you could be impulsive, you could be overdoing things, okay, overconfident and restlessness. There's bluntness and excessiveness. So be aware. Positive, great things for Sagittarius energy, and also negative. Any sign is that, okay? Now, then we mosey on along to the 28th, and then the moon will enter into Capricorn at 2:37 a.m. Good things about Capricorn is that I work out hard and I'm thinking about my long-term goals. I love that. There's ambition. You're very practical, very efficient, responsibility and accountability. If you say you're going to do something, you are going to really feel like doing it. I love the Capricorn moon energy. Very stable, very secure. There's maturity and wisdom. At the same time, there's coldness, okay, emotionally cold, like who cares if you're crying? Man up kind of energy. Emotional restraint can happen when you have that Capricorn moon. You could be rigid, you could be stubborn, you could be working too much. Happens to me with a Capricorn moon. You could be very negative, pessimistic, and there's a sense of isolation because Capricorn could be a solitary sign. So you may find yourself feeling a little bit isolated or withdrawn, kind of like that Pisces energy. Maybe because you are working too hard, or maybe it's because you're too cold. So try to have a balance with that energy. Now, that same day, we have Mars is going to conjunct Neptune. It's going to conjunct Neptune in the sign Pisces in 28 degrees. 28 degrees, again, is a Cancer degree. A lot of energy towards Cancer and home and your mom, okay? And family. Now, Mars conjunct Neptune. Okay. Now, when you have a conjunct aspect, it's negative and positive, and it's very strong. Okay. I find it to be stronger than the squares, but my opinion, this is what I think. There's heightened creativity, there's spiritual energy, there's compassion and empathy, there's idealism. So, because both Mars and Neptune are very idealistic when they're in the sign Pisces, so there's a risk of seeing things through a rose-colored lens. Everything's amazing. Everything's beautiful. Everyone's nice, okay? Sensitivity also happens because Pisces is so sensitive, and this conjunction can heighten emotional sensitivity, spiritual sensitivity as well. So be aware of that. Escapism, because you have that emotional spiritual energy, and you have that spiritual sensitivity. When you have those things, you may want to escape. You're like, you know what? I can't take this. Where's the weed? Where is the weed? Where's the alcohol? I don't want to address what's going on. I feel it too much, and I feel uncomfortable about feeling. Be aware of that, especially with this energy. You don't want to go there. Okay. Smoke another day. But don't smoke, or don't try to avoid reality, because you get that with this energy. A lot of daydreaming. You want to stay grounded. Maybe get some crystals, or deal with some earth energy, or go hang out with some earth signs. Okay. They will reel it back in. They will be like, what the heck? Calm down. Why are you being so emotional? That is what that grounded energy is there for. Okay. But also remember the positive aspects: spirituality, creativity, love. Remember all that. So don't go to the dark side. There could be some confusion and some indecisiveness too, because remember that fog lens, that rose-colored lens, is also creating a fog, and that Neptune influence can make unclear atmospheres, making it challenging to make decisions or to move forward with the energy with the Mars of doing things. So be aware of that. Boundaries are very blurred. with Pisces energy. So it's important to maintain healthy boundaries in your relationships or your interactions or with any type of spiritual leader. Okay, but it's very gentle. There's magnetic warmth, there's charisma, there's the ability to gently flow with things, there's sensitive strength, gifts of compassion, action and enlightenment of non-action, strong feelings of pointlessness and usefulness, strong feelings of feeling pointless, like woe is me. Pisces energy is very insecure too, so be aware of that. And this is not long energy. Mars kind of moves kind of fast. Okay. So it won't be lasting for a long time. And then when Mars leaves Pisces and goes into Aries, we'll be feeling something new. And remember what I said, war. So bask into the love right now. There could be some secret harmful actions with this conjunction, camouflage desires, a lack of confidence. Remember I said it's insecurity, misguided spiritual aspirations, ego trips based on questionable subtle healing. People feel their self-esteem rests on unlikely fears, not realistic fears, just insecurity across the board. Okay. Heightened emotions, though, very spiritual awakening energy can happen. Compassionate action. It can motivate people to be compassionate, and maybe some humanitarian efforts for the collective could be happening, or maybe there is a spiritual collective shift happening for the collective. Okay. Or maybe the collective will be more empathetic towards others. Now, there is misinformation, so be aware of any confusion or illusions when it comes to the world matters. Okay. And remember addictions and psycho people, crazy people, crazy energy is also what you get with this Pisces energy. Healing and forgiveness, desire for healing on a societal level, environmental concerns, because Pisces is associated with ocean and water. So let's see what can happen with the water. We've already had the Dubai. We already had the Dubai, and what else? Did I just say the boat? But when I discussed these placements before, not the Mars in Pisces, but when I talked about Neptune in Pisces and Saturn in Pisces, these things came up in my video. So water could be a big thing, maybe a pollution in water, something that's unclear with water could be happening to the body of physical water. It's not just like the emotions and feeling, it's also the physical energy of water too. So yeah, that is what we get. Now let's move on to the 29th. The 29th, Venus is going to enter. Look at that. Venus has entered the building. It is now entered Taurus. It is at home here. Now, Venus, the planet, rules over love and relationships. It rules beauty and aesthetics, anything dealing with harmony and balance, pleasure and enjoyment, our finances and our resources, also friends, your girlfriends. Okay. Taurus is associated with sensuality and stability and deep connection to the physical tangible world, because it is earth, and it's about earthly pleasures and our comfort and our indulgence and good food, luxury fabrics and beautiful surroundings, art galleries. When it's Taurus season, it's Mother's Day, right? And every Mother's Day, what do? I bet you do something dealing with Venus energy, because I go to art galleries and I eat good food. Very Venus energy, right? But there's material security. Taurus represents, and physicality and sensuality. Taurus is a sensual sign, deeply connected to our physical body and the pleasure it brings. It rules over our physical touch and intimacy and enjoyment of physical sensations. So also stability and perseverance. It's a fixed sign, right? Nature and environment, earth, I discussed that. And creativity and artistry, because Taurus is also associated with creativity. People really don't talk about that. They always talk about the fire signs and the water signs being creative, but Taurus is creative because it's dealing with that beauty and aesthetics. So it's bringing art. Art is bringing beauty with art and music and design. It's like water is going to be creative for the soul. And how did it make you feel, right? So when you hear a song, you're like, this just makes me feel, oh my gosh, like I feel a calmness. You feel an emotion towards it. That's the water energy. Now, when you have the Taurus, you're like, oh, it makes me feel comfortable, makes me feel relaxed, makes me feel good. That's that Venus Taurus energy. Okay. And also it's bringing beauty. It just sounds beautiful. Okay. Yeah. So that's what you get. Now, Venus in the sign Taurus, because Venus could be in any sign and Taurus could be in it dealing with any planet, right? So Venus in the sign Taurus is going to bring sensuality and romance, right? Venus is all about indulgence. So this transit is a time to heighten our sensuality and any our romantic endeavors. It can influence our relationships and values in a grounded and determined way. People may approach relationships with a strong sense of loyalty and dedication, a desire for stability and security in partnerships, a favorable time for long-term commitments, for nurturing existing relationships, value of perseverance and patience in the matters of the heart. All those people who were fighting with that Aries energy, Venus and Taurus is like, nah, let's stick to what we love. Let's stick to the classics, okay? None of these new relationships. Who are we ride or die for kind of energy, right? Willing to take things slow and steady, focusing on building a long-lasting relationship rather than seeking instant gratification. Practicality in relationships. People may be more inclined to enjoy physical pleasures and seek out comfort and luxury. Taurus is a sensual and indulgent sign, which I said already several times. So it can amplify a desire for comfort and luxury and sensory experiences. So all that self-care, taking a long bath, that is Venus and Taurus. While having a warm bath, having to smell good, having a music on, having a candlelight, people are more inclined to enjoy the pleasures of the physical world. Ooh, good food, going to a great restaurant, right? And pampering yourself and being around things that are beautiful and having all the senses involved, the touch, the smell, the taste, the sight. Also comfort, being very comfortable. I like a cozy couch, right? And the smelling of something good while watching a movie. A great movie, okay, with beautiful people in it. That is Venus and Taurus. Enhance our connection to our bodies, encouraging us to take care of our physical selves, also helping with health and our well-being. Skincare. Who's buying skincare? This is probably going to be the Venus and Taurus, right? Indulge in self-care practices that make you feel good, that takes care of that tempo. I feel like a lot of people will be removing hair. A lot of people will be getting facials. A lot of people will be taking care of their teeth, going to the dentist. Also health wise and eating better, eating at Erewhon. I say Erewhon because it's healthy. It's dealing with some natural, maybe some classic materials, and the people there are kind of attractive. I'm not gonna lie. I live in LA, and people at Erewhon, they're bringing it. Okay, when they come to Erewhon, they are trying to get them a man or a woman, something, I don't know, but that's what's happening over at Erewhon. Stability and security. Again, Taurus is a sign that values stability and security. So financial matters, because Venus is what we attract financially too. That will be happening. People may be more inclined on long-term investments. Again, appreciation for beauty. Could be some stubbornness, a tendency to dig your heels and resist a change. A lot of materialism. Do not overspend with this transit. And gardening and nature. Connect with beautiful things outside and outdoors. Go for a nature walk. Go to the garden. That would be great with this aspect. Not this aspect, this transit. Being very content, enjoying natural material, and restoring old things like rebuilding a table from wood, or an old dresser and restoring it. Also could be dealing with some possessiveness with relationships, because Venus does represent relationships. So be aware of that. Jealousy, exaggerated need for security and love. Venus in Taurus is also going to square Pluto. When it hits this, you see it's 0 degrees. Pluto's at 2 degrees. Okay, so there may be a need to address some deep-seated issues when it comes to transformation in your finances, okay? It's going to sextile Saturn and Pisces as well. And here's my Saturn and Pisces. And this is going to be here. It's going to be as it goes, as it moves, okay? I'm talking about as it's moving, it's going to sextile that, and it's going to bring stability and commitment to our relationships. It's going to be a good time for making long-term commitments, right? And finances, and putting some boundaries on that. Now, boundaries you cannot see because dealing with Pisces. But Taurus is Venus is in sign Taurus. It's going to conjunct Uranus and Taurus too as it moves. It's going to conjunct here, and that's going to bring excitement and unpredictability to relationships and finances. Maybe some sense of freedom for some relationships too. And then later it'll be conjunct Jupiter. That's going to be very optimistic, very abundant. A lot of shopping. Be aware of that. But matters of pleasure and love, big, big, big with that energy. It's going to be sextiling while it's next to here. It's going to be sextiling Neptune. Neptune and Pisces. A lot of romance happening, empathy, spiritual connection. Good time for anything dealing with romance in the matter of the heart and beauty and harmony. Okay. Now on the 30th, we have the moon is going to enter Aquarius. Here it is here. And look at that. Just sitting right there with emotions and transformation and power control with your mama, being obsessed with your mama. But because we're dealing with that Aquarius energy, it's going to be very open, want some freedom, rebellious, friendship and community could be a focus, innovative and creativity, major independence. You may be feeling detached, emotionally unstable, and you could be overthinking. Aquarius is all about the brain and the mind and how it analyzes things. So yeah, that is what we get with that moon. Now Mars is going to enter the chat. Now, this is a big thing for me, Mars entering Aries, because I am going to say, I think that Mars entering Aries is going to make the wars even bigger. Thank God Mercury, by the time Mars enters Aries, will be chilling, but it still will be in Aries. So a lot of discussion about wars, a lot of discussions of like, I want to not be in this relationship anymore. I don't want you controlling me. I want to be independent. I want to be solo. This could be on a lower scale of 2 individuals or on a higher scale of 2 countries. Okay. But this is what we're going to have. Now, Chiron is in Aries too, so it's going to be touching that. And we'll get into that. Anyway, but Mars entering Aries, I'm going to pull a card on that. But actually, let me pull a card first on Venus in the sign Taurus. Oh. The cards are dropping and wants to say something. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait. I got to drink my water again, you guys. I'm so thirsty. And I'm thirsty and I'm craving matcha. Once I finish this, I'm going to have some matcha. You guys, I go to this coffee shop and I get a bunch of loose tea. I spend a lot of money on my loose tea. Do not play with me and my tea, okay? Sorry if what is it? The connection is bad. I see that it's like bad right now. I apologize about that. But yeah, I'm pulling cards on Venus and the sign Taurus. So first we have Miss Venus herself. She is basking in abundance. It's all about self-care and self-love. She is like, I'm feeling amazing. You know what? I'm just going to live in my feminine power. It's all about being feminine. It's all about yes, the loose tea. It's all about receiving things, okay? Not giving things, receiving the pleasure. That is what the Empress is about. And then while we're in this Venus in Taurus, we might be giving a spark while we're doing this self-care and the self-love, okay, of your physical body. There's going to be some new passions happening. So maybe this is going to be a time for you to rest. And while you're resting, you're going to have this new drive of inspiration, and it's going to cause you to want to collect some information. Maybe you're going on a trip, maybe you're preparing for something, maybe you're preparing for a relationship, but it's going to give you a new drive for something to prepare for. What you are preparing, I don't know. That's all individually, but we will be basking in this Venus and Taurus energy. Let me pull a oracle card. Let's see what we have here. New chapter. Number 6 is all about reflection too. New chapter, new beginnings. Okay. So yeah, you're gathering some information. Something new is going to spark up a new drive in something. And it's going to cause a new chapter, maybe a new chapter in relationships, female friendships or female relationships. Okay, we're dealing with Venus. And yeah, or something. Taurus is also dealing with the coin, the banks, the money, okay, the stocks. Yes, okay. So now Mars enters Aries. Did I say what it means? I just said it's entering a chat. Oh, I said it was about the war. Love how I just started off with the positivity of Mars entering Aries, but I got to just get down to the dirt, the dark and dirty first, okay? But Mars alone, the planet alone. Let's ignore Aries, even though Mars is the ruler of Aries, but we're just gonna pretend that it's just alone and doesn't have a zodiac sign, okay? Mars is about our energy. It's about our life, our vitality. It represents our drive and our action. How do we pursue our goals? That's Mars. How do we overcome obstacles? That's Mars. Our action, our initiative, right? It governs our ability to assert ourselves and to take risk and making things happen. It's the planet of our passion and desire, sexual energy, and our ambition, right? It motivates us to pursue our goals. It's also the planet of courage and strength. Aggression and conflict. The conflict always makes me think of war. It can lead to anger or being impulsive or being confrontational. Physical activity. Mars is that physical body. Whenever we have a moon in Aries, I'm like, "Ah, I want to work out." Jupiter is my ruling planet. I'm a Sagittarius rising. When Jupiter was in Aries not that long ago, I worked out twice a day. Twice a day. Talk about major energy. All the Aries out there, God bless you. You guys I wonder if you're physical. What are you doing to your bodies? But Mars and Aries too. Yes, but physical activity can happen. You could be maybe an athlete or some sort, but with this energy Mars alone, I'm running on a tangent thinking about the Mars and Aries. My daughter is a Mars and Aries. First of all, Mars and Aries, you move too fast. Chill, lax, slow it down. Okay. Yes, but whatever. But physical activity is what Mars represents. It governs our physical strength and endurance and our ability for a physical challenge. It's also representing leadership qualities, being assertive, being independent, self-reliant. Again, drive. That's all fire signs. And adventurous is energy, competitiveness. That's that fourth, the sports thing, and physical health. Sexuality, I said. Now, in the sign Aries, which is at home there, and so it's extra strong. Okay. Very we're going to initiate some new beginnings. Okay. We're going to be eager to start some new projects and take some new challenges or take on a challenge. There's action and energy, very decisive action on achieving our goals, very courageous and bravery energy. We're not going to be afraid to assert ourselves. We're going to be very independent and self-assertive. Impulsiveness. Aries is known for being restless, so be aware of that. Urgency, right? Competitive. What sports things happen with this placement? I wonder. We'll see what happens. Again, leadership, which I discussed, courage, determination, independence, initiative, innovations. Also, a lot of energy. Now, be careful of recklessness and being restless and conflict. This also represents the collective, not just individually. Mars and Aries is all about the fighter. There is straight to the goal kind of energy, very impatient, very spontaneous, very direct. It's all about conquering and being intense and egotistical. And when I say conquering, okay, I'm also talking about conquering a place. Get ready. It just makes me think of that Hamas and Israel energy, because that happened during a Libra eclipse. So it makes me think of Aries and Libra every time we discuss that. So Mars and Aries, let's see what happens with that. But blooded energy, very intense. Boxing, the boxers will be coming out. The soccer players, Mars is in Aries. Soccer players, energy, guns, weapons, fast driving, a lot of daredevil energy. Red, achieving the red, achieving the blood. So increased leadership actions in the Mars and Aries is a time for, I said, starting new projects, implementing new ideas. Individualistic actions. Fire related incidents could be happening too. get ready for that. Who's starting a fire? Okay. Could be accidents because people are moving too fast, but Mars in Aries is very fast energy too. Bold political moves, leaders and governments may make bold political moves or decisions that can have significant implications. Military actions. Look at me, I'm getting more comfortable. But Mars is the planet of war, and Aries is the planet of the military. I mean, the planet is associated with military, so that's why I'm saying war. War. I don't want you to get scared. I just want, when you have the knowledge, you have power. I strongly believe that. So things won't surprise you because you'll be prepared. Also, Mars in Aries can be a lot of accidents and injuries. Mars can also be because it's reckless, because it's impulsive, because it's spontaneous, because it's not planning, and it's moving fast, you can have all that going on, okay? Physically with your body too. Personal growth and development, we get that with Mars and Aries. And yeah, because you are talking about personal and yourself and individuals and pursuing personal goals and making changes in your life with Mars and Aries. Now, Mars is going to sextile as it moves around and stays in Aries, okay, it's going to sextile Pluto. So now Pluto is not going to be bad with Mars. It's going to actually be positive, and it will help us focus our energy and drive towards achieving our goals, especially when it comes to anything dealing with change and transformation or anything taboo or someone dealing with power, power of the self will be, it's great. It's going to work for you. The energy is going to be there, but you have to do the work. So it's like, God said it's sunny out. Do you want to start the garden or no? It's up to you. It's good weather out. So go ahead and do the initiative. Now, it's also going to end up being conjunct these nodes here as it goes on to 15 degrees. And that can help you align with your actions for your higher purpose, achieving it, or really for the self too, and letting go those past patterns and what's holding you back when it comes to relationships or what's unfair or what's not bringing you balance and harmony. Soon it will be conjuncting that Chiron of healing and bringing up old wounds and insecurities that need to be healed, facing your fears and insecurities head on too. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that is what we have. Now, also too, Venus, which I said earlier, is going to, well, first let me pull some tarot. Let me pull some tarot on here. Everyone here, this tarot reading is just for you. And this is going to be about Mars and Aries. You know what? I'm going to do two. I'm going to pull a card for everyone here, and then I'm going to pull a card of what we can expect for the collective, for the world. Okay. So the first one is for everyone in the room. Hello, everyone in the room, and or everyone who's watching this. And the second one, it's a positive card too. The second one is going to be what can we expect. Here we go. Okay, for us, we're blessed. Okay, it's going to bring some healing and some balance and some harmony. We probably are going to be very optimistic with this energy. It's going to bring some energy that I said over there, but all the positive things that I said this Mars and Aries is going to do, it will be focused on that for us. Okay. Isn't that positive? So, us being courageous, us being brave, us achieving our personal goals, okay? All those things dealing with Mars energy that I said, being a leader, taking initiative, being independent, okay, starting something new, having the passion, focus on your energy and your vitality. What are your desires? What are your strengths? Okay, maybe working out, dealing with that leadership, and being very adventurous. The sex drive may improve, okay, especially with this card represents Jupiter, Sagittarius. I'm very optimistic. Also maybe do things in moderation, okay? Don't go too physical, don't be too alone, don't be too about the self. Practice moderation, but still very positive, optimistic, and it's also about healing, okay? So something's going to be very healing, cathartic for us when we deal with this strength and this courage. Now, for the collective, okay, does anyone know what this card is? You can look at it. It is the Tower card for people who are listening and via podcast. And the Tower card is chaos, abrupt change. Just depending on false structures, okay? And you got to go with the flow of life. Do not hold on to anything tight, but there will be some immediate chaos happening. Expect the unexpected, turmoil happening for the collective with this placement, okay? So I said what I said. It's re-saying the things that I said with that card, okay? It's just adding a picture to it, okay? But yeah, that card is also saying collective. Just go with the flow. Don't hold on to tight. Don't hold on to anything tight. Release it. Let someone else have the control and power. You don't need to have the control and power. That is what that's saying. Okay. If you get into any arguments or anything, release it. Let it go. You win. I lose. Because you end up winning in the long run. Okay. Now, this is the last aspect, I think. Yes, and then I'm going to do the horoscopes. Okay, so I wanted to do this because tomorrow's video, if I do it, or it would be Wednesday, tomorrow or Wednesday. Okay, I would do all of March, January, February, March, January, February, March, April, May. Why am I thinking March? They both start with an M. But yes, I will be doing all of May's astrology and May's horoscopes. Okay. Maybe do the horoscopes, but definitely do the astrology of all of May. Then you can see what do you have to look for in May. I also will be doing tarot readings for that separate video, but yes, that will be happening for the month of May. So back to this last aspect, which is going to be of this week, which is really going into next week, but I wanted to get rid of all of April and start here. So we're going to have Venus is going to square in 2 degrees Pluto right there, right? And 2 degrees is a supreme power degree. Remember, we're talking about like Jesus kind of energy, God-like kind of energy, okay? Taurus is also a 2 degrees, so you could be dealing with money, food, your resources, the earth, stability, luxuries, your voice, singing, your teeth, okay? But this aspect is going to be dealing with some power struggles. It could be dealing with some power struggles with your money, especially if you're dealing with crypto or if you're dealing with like a bank. Like I feel like the banks have new kind of money, like Cash App or Venmo kind of thing. It could be dealing with that. Deep emotional insight can happen. Pluto's influence can bring emotional insight and transformation. So, squaring is tensions and conflict. So, the planet of love and relationships and aesthetics and a sign Taurus, which is dealing with all that sensuality stuff, is having some conflict with change, power, healing, psychology in the brain, dealing with logic, Aquarius, or communication, or a social group, or humanitarian energy, okay, or a collectiveness, okay. There could be some financial challenges here with this aspect, intense desires, because you have this conflict. You could be like obsessed with things related to money or your possessions or maybe a loved one. Transformation through conflict could be happening. You could be obsessive, jealous, possessive. You could be passive aggressive. You could be manipulative, or you could be dealing with this energy. You may not be this way. You could be dealing with it. A love of power, Venus, Pluto, power, like loving the power. Aquarius, I would think, is like intellectual power. Okay. Overbearing and gaining money through intellectual power. Overbearing, friendly, like being too friendly or being too sweet and kind of being manipulative with it. But you're trying to achieve something, but you're trying to pretend that it's feminine energy, but it's really masculine energy. Pushy with the aesthetics, like the aesthetics are too overbearing. Like I'm overwhelmed by too much of this. Power and infatuation, urges to control one's friends. Whew, I hate being controlled, so that one really bugs me. Just saying that out loud is like, oh, that is a turnoff. Senses of betrayal. Oh, poor people. Okay, be aware of that. That is what we have, and that is going to be when is this? 2 degrees. May 1st. Is it happening on the? Why don't I have the time? Wait, let me see the day. I probably set the time already. What day is this? Is it on the 1st, 28th? No. Okay. Oh, wait. And Mars is going to be in Aries all the way into June 9th, June 8th. Okay. So we'll get into the money aspect when it comes. They'll be fighting over money. Right now, they fighting over land and themselves. Venus. Okay, whatever. Venus is definitely going to be on the 1st. Maybe the 30th. Is there a 31st? No, just the 30th. So April 30th leading into the 1st, you're going to be feeling this. You're going to be feeling it a little bit before because 6 degrees apart. This energy is going to last all the way until like around May 6th. Okay, that last aspect of that controlling and stuff. Okay, so let's get into the horoscopes, you guys. And thank you guys for staying. If you guys have a question, if you want me to pull a card on yourselves, whoever's here, I can do that since you stayed. I'm going to do some horoscopes, but whoever is here on my lives, you can ask me a question. I'll pull some cards for you. Just ask one question and I'll pull a card for you and answer your question with tarot. Okay. If you are Aries, welcome all my Aries risings and Aries placements. Wait, do I have the right? Yeah. Welcome you guys. Now you may feel more grounded with this. Your sun entered the second house, and feel more focused on practical matters. It's a good time to stabilize your finances and enjoy simple pleasures of life. But yeah, you're going to be paying attention to your finances if you're not already. Possessions, material security. You're reviewing your budget, investing in quality items, enjoying comforts of life. Now, Mercury going direct. You're going to feel a sense of relief when it goes direct in communication and becoming more clear in communication. It's going direct in that first house. So you're going to feel very confident and assertive and expressing yourself. And it's a good time to start some new ideas or some new projects. Venus entering Taurus is going to be in your financial sector. Again, money. You're going to find pleasure in your resources. It's a good time to indulge in some luxury. But watch about overspending. Okay, don't overspend. With that placement, that is a big one to overspend. Mars in Aries is going to boost your energy drive and make you more assertive and proactive. Great time to be the lead or make some things happen. Okay, that is what I have for all my Aries placements. Okay, Okay, so let me see. We have one question, and your question is, I take a card, please. Love, money, queen. You have that Leo energy has no fear. Okay. Okay. So love or money. I can never think a specific question. Okay. So we'll pull a card for queen on love and money. And then I'll do my Taurus. Queen. Ooh, love. It's very positive. It's the sun. Okay. It's all about you. Okay. Leo, sun and moon. But yeah, very positive. That's a giving birth to, fertility to, very optimistic, very happy, like going outside. Who doesn't like to feel warmth? When it comes to love, that's what's happening with your love. It's very positive energy. You got the daisies there, which is your flower of Leo energy. So yeah, your love energy is going to be very positive, and your money, it's all about your money. It's all about, you got to go off of your intuition when it comes to your money, higher wisdom. Okay. It's not just like someone told me, I read a book. No, this is like, I'm going off of my feeling and my intuition, or my dreams too, because that's the high priestess. So when it comes to your money, focus on what you feel like. Like, what is your intuition telling you? Your higher inner wisdom telling you. Maybe you need to analyze your dreams. Maybe get a dream book or Google what the dreams are, or pay attention to the signs, angel numbers. This is not something that's just like a feeling. This is like an educational feeling, right? So this is something like, okay, like how I study tarot, right? That is a educational intuition. Like I studied the cards, so now I practice it enough that I am able to read it and say it. Okay. So like let's say if it's an angel number, you'll see it and your feeling says like this number is important. Now you got to go and research what that number means, okay, when it comes to your money. All right. Yes. All right. So I hope that answered your question. Now, Taurus, let's get into you. It's a time to shine. You're going to feel more confident and comfortable in your own skin. The sun is in your first house, and you're going to be more focused on your self-worth, physical appearance, how others perceive you. It might be attracting people, a lot of self-confidence, and indulge in self-care. Mercury is going direct in your 12th house, so your intuition may be more heightened. You may find it easier to connect with your inner thoughts and your feelings. Meditation and introspection can be very beneficial for you, right? Venus entering Taurus is going to enhance your natural charm and attractiveness, making you more appealing to others. Yeah, because it's in that first house. Great time to pamper yourself. Again, a self-care, 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 all about the self. Maybe a hair change, something. A physical beauty is happening here. Maybe with your face and your hair too. Mars in Aries is going to activate the sector of your spirituality and introspection, encouraging you to channel your energy into self-reflection, inner work. It's a good time to explore your spiritual beliefs and practice, okay? Now, Geminis, your sun is in the 12th house. You can feel more spiritual or alone and isolated, but feeling alone. It's a good time to have some solitude and reflect. Maybe not hang out with people, okay? This is the energy of being alone. Okay, I'm going to read. After I do Gemini, I'll do the next questions I see there. Are there questions? Let me see. Oh, where'd I go? Okay. Oh, yes, I see. I will answer yours, private plug productions. Hold on 1 second after I finish. Gemini, yeah, so Mercury is going to direct with your communication with friends and groups in the 11th house. So your social life may pick up. You may feel more connected to your community. Networking and groups activities are in favor. Venus in Taurus is going to move in that hidden sector, encourage you to, again, solitude, introspection, good time to reflect on your values and priorities, love and money. Mars in Aries is going to move through social energy, and you're engaging in group activities. A great time to connect with friends and pursue common goals, okay? Geminis. Now, let me see. We have a question here. I'm going to pull some cards here. Hello, inquiry about Jupiter happening now after yes it is happening after. Oh, I thought you had a tarot question. Yes, it is happening 14 years. You're gonna be feeling it happens every 14 years. I discussed this in the last video, and it happened to Jupiter and Uranus. Okay, wait. Jupiter and Uranus also in the sign Taurus, though. It happened during Pearl Harbor, the war, and in the sign Taurus. It also happened, I think it was called the Bleeding Canvas, which started the Civil War, I think. One of the wars. But yes, yes, it happens every 14 years. Yes. Okay. And let me see what we have here. Hello, Nicole. Sun Leo. We got the Leos in the house. Okay, Moon and Gemini. Okay. Are you a book reader? Do you love Wordle? Is that it? Wordle? Great conversationalist, though. Any news about my career? Let's see what we have here. Miss Gemini Moon. Now, I wonder if your mom was reading a lot of books or if she talked a lot when she gave birth to you. Let's see. You're welcome. But check out my last video, Private Club Productions. I talked about the conjunctions way more detailed, and we're going to be feeling it for like a few months because actually, let me tell you, everything that I said, that conjunction will happen. I feel like because if you look at the chart, hold on, I'm looking at it right now. It stays close together for like until July, like June and July. We're going to be feeling this, a lot of unexpected things in big ways, okay? Because they're so close together for a good minute. So it doesn't just go away. But yes, let me pull Any news for my career? Any news for Miss Nicole and her career? Let's see what we got for your career. I'm going to pull an oracle card too. Okay, for your career. Self-worth. Ooh, look at this. It's about knowing what your worth is. Okay, King of Pentacles. This is very positive. Okay, Miss Nicole. Hands yellow, heart red. Okay, I don't know what that means. Hands yellow, heart red. I don't know what that means. You got to tell me what that means. But Nicole, back to you. Yes. Let's focus on your self-worth. Okay. Your career, there needs to be some emphasis on your self-worth. This is a 27. 27 means 9. So there's some endings of something, and it's going to bring more awareness of your self-worth, Nicole. Okay. When it comes to your career, you also have the King of Pentacles. Maybe you need to be aware, ending something and act like the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is earth energy. It is the master of earth energy. It is the master of the money. It is the master of long-term goals. It is the master of career. It's the master of perfecting your gifts and your talents and your craft. Okay. Very positive energy. It's just that you need to know your self-worth. You need to be aware of how much am I worth? What is my value? Because there is some tangible value for you here, okay? Also, this also could be dealing with health. I don't know if health is a issue here, but if it is an issue for your career, you want to get healthy. Like, what is your sleep pattern? What is your body telling you not to eat? What are you allergic to? Are you working out? All that stuff is very important to be successful in life with career. Okay. So, but it's very positive. You just have to be aware of your value and your self-worth. Okay. And it's going to work out. Yeah. Welcome, you guys. Okay. So now let's go back. Who was I doing? Okay. I know who I was doing. Let me hide that. I was doing Cancers next. Welcome, Cancers, to your reading. Okay, you are dealing with the 11th house. The sun entered sign Taurus in your 11th house. That's about your friendships, your social groups. That stuff becomes more important to you, Cancers. You may seek out like-minded individuals, share your values and interests. Mercury is going direct, and there's going to be more clarity in your career and your public life. It's a good time to progress on your projects and goals. Communication in your professional life becomes more effective. You may receive recognition in for your ideas. You're going to be on a stage and find new ways to advance your career, Cancers. And Venus in the sign Taurus is going to activate your social sector. Very popular, very sociable, great time to connect with friends and social gatherings. Mars entering Aries. Again, public image, very ambitious and driven for your personal life, professional life. Good time to pursue any goals and decision actions. Okay. Now, Leos, let's see, you guys. Sun in Taurus and the 10th house, your career and public image are highlighted. You may focus on building a solid reputation and achieving tangible goals in your personal life, 10th house. And now Mercury goes direct. You feel a sense of relief when it comes to traveling and adventure, or maybe higher learning or spiritual pursuits, philosophical pursuits. Travel and philosophical discussions may be more highlighted, and there's clarity with that. That could also be dealing with some law too. Okay. Now, Venus enters Taurus. This transit highlights your career and public image, making you more charming and diplomatic in your professional matters. Is a good time to network and make positive impressions. And remember, Aries energy is in the same as that Mercury in the 9th house. You may be traveling, exploring the world, definitely stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay. Yes, Cancers. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Leos. OMG, where are my Leos? Okay, let me just do yours. Did I not write it down? Or did I skip it? That just seems impossible. There's the Virgos. Oh, Leos. Was I doing Leos and saying Cancer? I think I was. Yes, Leos. See, that's Mercury retrograding. It was Leos that I just did. You will be in the 9th house. Cancers, I did already. Yes. Okay, I just didn't change the sign, right? Yes. Let me know if I made a mistake. Oh, okay. Yes. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Nicole. Let me know. But yeah, just know your worth, your self worth is very positive, Nicole. Your reading. Okay, let's go on to Virgos. Leos, if I did your reading. Cancers, I did your reading. I just hope I made that clear who's who. Okay. And if I didn't, I will write it down in the notes down below. Okay. In the comments. Now, Virgos, this is your turn. The sun is entering your 9th house. Your focus turns to expansion and higher learning. You're going to explore new philosophies and travel. Mercury goes direct in your 1st house. No, in your 8th house. Sorry. You're going to find it easier to delve into deep introspective topics. Very clear communication when it comes to non-superficial things, or money that is owed to you, or money, shared income, or shared money. Okay, good time for research and uncovering hidden information. Also, Taurus, Venus in Taurus is going to activate you experiencing some adventure and pleasure and traveling, hanging out with some female friends and traveling. Mars into Aries, that's going to be again transformation and intimacy, making you more passionate and intense in your relationship. Maybe you're having a lot of sex with this placement. It's a good time to deepen in your bonds with others and explore desires. Okay, Virgos. Now, Libras. Sun's going to enter your 8th house of Taurus. It's already in the 8th house of Taurus. You're into the emotional and psychological issues. Okay. A good time for introspection and transformation. Anything taboo, the sun is shining a light on it. So dig deep with it. Okay. Yes, we were on Leo and you said Cancer near the end. Oh, I hope I didn't mix it up. Okay. Libra. You may experience some clarity in your relationship and partnerships. It's a good time to have important conversations with your partner or resolve conflicts. Communication with others becomes easier. You'll be may resolve any lingering conflicts because you probably were passive aggressive. Venus enters Taurus, and its transit is going to be about your intimacy and transformation, making you more magnetic and intense in your relationships. It's a good time to deepen your bonds with others. Mars in Aries is going to highlight again partnerships, energy and drive in your relationships. It's a great time to focus on collaborative work, teamwork, working with others like a partner. And yes, great for you guys, Libras. I will see you guys very social anyway. I will see you next time. Scorpio, sun is in the 7th house in the sign Taurus. It's all about relationships, and you seek stability and security with partnerships, whether it's work or love. You may focus on cultivating harmony and balance. So, like if there's anything you need done, you're gonna seek through it through mirroring another person. Let me see. Let me finish this and then I'll read what Private Club Productions that says. You may feel Mercury is going direct in your 6th house. That is about work and health, clearing out some stuff or focusing on some habits and routine. You may find new solutions with health issues and streamlining your work. Venus in Taurus highlights your partnerships again, stability in your relationships. Great time to focus on compromising and mutual enjoyment. Mars in Aries is going to encourage you to improve your well-being and exercising and focusing on exercising, diet, and other health-related issues, or something with pets, right? Okay, so that is what we have for my Scorpios. Let me see. What. Okay, Pisces sun. Hold on. Let me read what he's saying. Pisces sun. Oh, Taurus moon. Cancer rising. Well, aren't you sweet? You're just a ball of feminine energy. Whether you're masculine, male, or not, I'm just saying it's all internal for you. Tarot reading requests on matters of 6th house, work habits, and ease. Okay. Okay, work habits and ease of usefulness. You want to know. Exciting. Okay, Nicole's excited. Three of Cups. Okay, so this might be some you're going to be celebrating at work here. This is a celebration of some sort. Let me pull an oracle card. The sixth house is about like your job and also employees at your job. So maybe some female relationships at the job. And I just said you had that feminine energy. So you might be attracting feminine energy. Okay, okay, this says surrender. Okay, this says surrender. So let's surrender to the feminine energy at your job or your coworkers who are females, because they're here to support you. They're going to support you when it comes to being useful, feeling useful, or when it comes to your work habits. Okay, I'm not saying to date them if you are a male or a female. I'm saying to have them support you. Release the support, surrender to the female group or whatever the female energy, because they're here to support you when it comes to work. Okay, that surrender was also 31, which equals a 4, and the 4 represents stability and structure. So if you surrender, you will have stability and structure when it comes to your female support group. Okay, as I apply my Fenty lip gloss in clear. Okay, all right. Okay, so now let's go back to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is for you. Sagittarius risings or Sagittarius placements. Sun is in a sixth house. Again, we were just talking about that. It's about health and work routines. It's going to be a focus here. You may seek some stability in your daily life, focusing on healthy habits and improving your work environment. Mercury is going direct in the sign Aries in the fifth house. That's all about creativity, self-expression. That's going to be highlighted. You may feel more inspired to pursue artistic endeavors. Hanging out with children, communicating with children, with your children will be better. Romance, communicating or self-expression will be better. And engage in playful activities. Venus is entering Taurus, right? And that is in your health, the house of the sixth house too. You might find pleasure in everyday activities, in the routine of things, and ordering, making things in order, making things look organized and beautiful at the same time, decluttering. And finding beauty in that, and maybe using something old, like an old closet, and restoring it, or an old organizing set and restoring it. It's a good time to focus on self-care and well-being with that placement. Mars in Aries is going to be about that Leo, that fifth house placement, sorry, about the romance and being passionate and self-expression, expressive. A great time to pursue some creative and romantic energies. Have sex with someone who you're in love with, okay? Or you're very romantic with the lover. Okay, that is what that's basically saying. All right. All right, Sagittarius. See you guys next time. Now, let's see what we have for Capricorns. Do we have any more questions for readings? I'm doing some readings while I'm doing the readings. Okay, while I'm doing the horoscopes, if you are live here and you have a question, I can pull a card for you to answer your question. Now, Capricorn, Sun is in the sign Taurus in your fifth house. Creativity and pleasure are highlighted. You may indulge in hobbies, romance, and activities that bring you joy. It's a great time for self-expression. Now, Mercury is going direct in your home and your family life. It's going to be more clear. It's a good time to address any issues or make important decisions in these areas. Now, Venus in the sign Taurus activates your sector of creativity and romance, making you more expressive. Sorry, my son just entered the house, and I'm like looking at him. Okay, anyway, it's a great time to indulge in artistic pursuits or enjoy romantic because it's in that house of romance movements. Okay, Capricorns. Oh, Mars is going to be in that fourth house too. So there's a lot of highlights of the family in the home, and bringing energy and drive in domestic matters is a good time to take action and create more harmonious and comfortable home environment. Mars in Aries is, you could be fighting at home, could be fighting with your mom. Just be aware of that, Capricorns. Okay. See you guys next time. Bye. Now we got our Aquarius. The sun is in the sign Taurus right now, right? And it's in your fourth house, home and family is going to take center stage. Okay. You may feel a strong need for comfort, being a homebody, security in personal life, hanging out with your mom, hanging out with your dad, hanging out with your family, or improving that living space. Okay. Mercury goes direct, and it's going to bring some clarity when it comes to communication and learning. That's the third house. Is a good time to share your ideas with others, pursue new learning. Maybe there's clearer communications with your siblings, communication it's going to be clear across the board, and negotiation, signing agreements. Short trips and learning endeavors are also favored. And Venus enters Taurus again in that fourth house, encourage you to create a harmonious, beautiful environment, really making a home look better. It's a good time to focus on domestic matters. Enjoy time with your loved ones and your family and your mom, or where you feel safe. It doesn't have to be an actual family. It's just where you find security. Now, Mars in Aries is in that third house, right? And it's a good time to speak your mind, assert yourself when it comes to conversations, okay? Especially when that Mercury goes direct. Okay, now Pisces, Sun is entering Taurus in the third house. Well, it's in Taurus in the third house. Communications becomes more grounded and practical. You are focused on learning practical skills, enjoying short trips, and connecting with siblings and neighbors. Mercury goes direct. Where is it? In the second house. So you may want to revisit your budget or financial plans or for your future. And yeah, sign those documents when it goes direct. If it comes to real estate too, you can find new ways to increase your income or reevaluate your budget when it goes direct. Venus in Taurus moves through your communication sector, right? That third house. Great time to express your feelings and connect with others. Hanging out with your sisters, hanging out with your community, some females in your neighborhood. Yeah, that's what you have with that placement. Mars again is on the finances. Mars in Aries, maybe starting some new finances here, or starting something, taking action in your financial situation, or starting something new when it comes to money or your resources or what you value. A good time to focus on your budget and your finance planning. Okay. And that's what we have for all of our horoscopes. I hope you guys enjoy. Is anyone here left that wants a reading? Just ask me a question. I'll pull some tarot for you. Okay. I don't see anyone. I am going to do my next video, which is on my Patreon, and I'm going to discuss the Scorpio full moon ritual. It's very good. Okay. And I will see you guys who are members. I will see you guys there. Until then, see you next time. And next video will be on April. I keep saying April. May transits, the astrology in May. All right. See you next time. Bye.